It's the George and Alana Show. Today, legendary singer Judy Collins. Primetime star Joe Penny. From Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman, Chad Allen. Entertainment Tonight host Bob Goen. George gets the ultimate foot massage. And Hollywood waiters who are waiting for their big singing break. And now, here they are, George Hamilton and Alana Stewart.
Welcome.
Hello,
Second
everybody.
Day after the Super Bowl. I still can't get over it. You haven't paid me. You have not paid me. You know I won the bet, and you have not paid me $100, Alana. I'd like to have it right here on the air in front of the audience. $100 bet right here in the palm.
Who are you, and what are you asking me? Who is this man? Leave me alone.
You know, they forget.
$100.
It's amazing how an ex-wife can forget about a bet.
Only
that
the
you
bad
made.
things.
You made a bet with me. Wait a minute. I got the proof that I predicted it. On the show, I predicted with George Wallace who was going to win and the spread. And
you have proof of this bet on air?
I have proof of what I predicted on air, and you and I made a bet.
Is that on air as well?
Could we run this little tape with George Wallace?
But if you're betting, bet smart. Bet on the Steelers.
Because of the spread.
Because of the spread, yes.
Oh,
Spread.
I see.
I figured it the same way you did. I think the Cowboys are going to win. They won't cover the spread. Steelers going to make it on the spread. Hello. Prediction. I won my money. I went on national television. I went right out there. I put my prediction out there, and then you bet me $100 I was wrong, and I want the money.
Well, I don't remember that part, but if I did, I would certainly pay my bet. But do you remember about a month ago, before Christmas, you bet me $100 about something, and I was right? And you, on the show, called Bones over. Bones gave you $100 to give to me on the show. After the show, Bones came over, took the $100 back from me, and walked off. But I did get...
You know something? I promise you, I don't remember it, but I know that if I didn't remember it and I argued, you'd still win because you always remember things, and I can't remember it. I do know that you owe me $100, and it's going to build till the next year. I'd like to have another $100 here. This is Alana. This is $100 from Bones. Now, I want you to pay me the $100.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Bones, I want to give you the $100 back. It's okay. I feel better, at least. All right.
What just happened here?
Don't worry about it.
I get confused easily.
Don't worry about it.
You confused me.
You never told me about what you did. I mean, you just sort of hid out. The last couple of days, I didn't find you at the Super Bowl. I didn't know what you were doing. I couldn't find you.
No, I wasn't hiding at all.
What
I
did
was
you do?
cleaning up old pizza boxes and mess all over my house that my kids left around all weekend.
For the game? Were they there with you at the
No,
game?
I actually went to John Levitz's house. He had a Super Bowl party, and it was a very happening group of people, kind of like younger, hip Hollywood, you know.
Like who was there?
Not our crowd, not the older
Well, hey,
people.
speak for yourself, babe. Speak for yourself.
Well, who
There's
was
a lot
that?
of fire in this engine.
Jeff Goldblum was there, who is an old friend that I hadn't seen for years,
Yeah.
and we were sitting next to each other, and I'm screaming for Texas, and I find out that he's from Pittsburgh.
There's nothing wrong
He
with
got
that.
up and left. He moved into the other room. I'm not quite sure
Who
why.
else? Who else was there?
Let's see. Rosie O'Donnell was there. Very nice lady. I met her for the first
She's
time.
going to have her own show this year.
Yes.
Probably opposite us. Who else?
Gary Shandling was there. You know him, don't you?
Yes,
I
he's
can
terrific.
never think of him as Gary Shandling anymore. I only think of him as Larry Sanders.
sure. He's
I
wonderful.
said,
He's wonderful.
hi, Larry.
Well, but you're a Hollywood person. I see you in all the tabloids, all the magazines. I do. I saw you and your daughter this week. I mean, you're everywhere.
Oh, there was a picture of Kimberly you saw.
Yes, I did.
In People magazine.
Yes,
yeah.
she's now a major model starting.
No, she's not a major model. She
She
just...
signed with a major agency. She'll be overnight getting probably $300,000 a day.
Well, I hope so, because she can take care of me in my old age. Please, God.
I didn't go to a Super Bowl party. I went
What
to
did
a
you do?
superstar party. I really did. It was a thrill. I mean, I got to tell you, it's rare that it happens. There was a party given by Danielle Steele, and Danielle Steele, as you know, is a wonderful writer, and I did a movie called Vanished for Danielle Steele in Canada some time ago. We became friends, and she came down to Los Angeles, and she gave a little dinner party, and I was seated next to Sophia Loren.
Did you ask her to do the show?
I couldn't do that. I just somehow, I don't care. Look,
you could,
no, I know
Sophia
ratings
Loren?
are very important and all, but I just couldn't do it. Something made me, I just clutched. Instead, I talked about everything else and you know, just pretended I was a man of the world. And
were you a little in awe of her?
I am in awe of her. Who would not
so
be in awe of
beautiful.
her?
Wow.
I mean, she looks perfect. I mean, and fun, and her husband, Carlo Ponti, was right behind us with a gun right at my head. And she had her 2 kids there. One was 20, I think 23, and the other was 26. And they couldn't be more charming, more attractive. And she is just terrific. What a, you know, the Italians keep their family together. And I was thrilled by it. And we had a long dinner where I asked her just questions and questions and questions. She was thrilling.
Like you were kind of interviewing her.
I did interview her.
Maybe she'd come on the show and let you ask her questions and questions and questions.
It's kind of hard to ask your friends. One of the people I would love to have on the show is Elizabeth Taylor, a great friend of mine, a great friend of ours.
Oh, fabulous. Fabulous.
But I just don't have the heart to call up and say, Elizabeth, will you come and do the show? You know, it's kind of funny.
She told me she watches the show from time to time and she likes it. Elizabeth, if you're watching, will you come and do the show?
I couldn't ask her, but I'd love her to do it anyway. Now, what's going on?
Oh, you know who else was at the party I was at is, I think he's so wonderful, Chris Farley.
Yeah,
Does everybody know
funny
who
guy.
Chris Farley is?
Yes.
He was in that movie called Tommy Boy.
Sure.
He's a friend of our son's, Ashley's.
I know. He's a very funny guy. I've worked with him. I work with a lot of these people, and I know you think they're not my generation. Speaking about that, the other day we had the Pepsi generation problem. Did you tell them what the problem was? We had a little commercial show here the other day.
Yesterday.
Of the Super Bowl commercials, and for some reason we upcut. That's a used term, I'm not sure what it means, but we cut off when the goldfish gets flushed in the toilet. So everybody's been calling Pepsi saying, how could you have such a commercial where the goldfish dies? Well, we actually didn't tell them, and we should have let it go a little longer, but the goldfish lives when he pops out through a pond or something. So we want you to know that it's not bad news for the goldfish.
We forgot to show
and we
the end of
apologize
it.
to Pepsi, yeah.
Huh? Did you see, just quickly, did you see what I have on?
It's my gift to you.
That's right, I wore it for the first time. George gave me this for Christmas.
Okay, so you can afford to pay me the $100.
I think, yeah, oops.
We have a wonderful contest, which I think some of you might know about, but we have to mention this because if we don't mention it, you guys won't be writing in. We want you to write in. It is the George and Alana sweepstakes, and it's with TV Guide and Valpak. And inside those Valpak, you have all those coupons. All you have to do is write in, and there you see right on the TV, we have the Valpak coupon. We have the most amazing gifts.
Fabulous prizes.
Prizes.
And we're going to announce them every Monday in February.
Well, but we're not going to announce them. They're going to win them. A trip to the Grammys, huh? A new Plymouth Voyager minivan. A trip to Fiji. Hello.
That's fantastic, isn't it?
And I think it's going to be great fun. Now, we have on our show today... Boy, you're having trouble with those cards over there today, aren't you? Can we get them right? Can we just tell you who's on our show today? You got them there? Oh, there they are. Bob Goen from Entertainment Tonight. We have Joe Penny from Double Jeopardy. Judy Collins sings, yes. A foot massage for George.
I can hardly
Dr.
wait.
Quinn, Chad Collins, yes. Stick with us.
Later on George and Alana, singer-turned-novelist Judy Collins will grace us with a song. But first up, the co-host of Entertainment Tonight, Bob Goen.